Hi guys, what an exciting week we've had in the market with a wonderful day today. The NASDAQ, Dow, and S&P 500 were all up, so that's great news. We haven't had a day like today in weeks, so it was pretty exciting to see. I got some funny comments today like, oh my gosh, how many stocks are you in per day? And guys, I have serious ADD, so if I am not like 100% active and busy, my mind just starts wandering and I cannot focus. So I'm better to be looking at a lot of things than not enough. So I apologize if I confuse some of you, but just because I'm talking about plays does not necessarily mean that I have an active position in them either, because when things are running, and even if, I'm maxed out for the day on what trades I'm in financially, then that doesn't mean that I'm not going to start looking at them, because I love watching it, whether it's up movement, down movement, strange movement, it intrigues me. But anyways, I'm going to do something a little bit different today since I need to be up at 3:30 to take my daughter to the airport and I have a serious migraine. I want to discuss what's trending in the market to keep on a watch list for tomorrow and let you know about the futures and how they look. So let's take a look. Okay guys, so I am looking at CNN Business and I just want to show you the close today. So the Dow was up 1.12%, the NASDAQ was up, I think that says 2.28%, and the S&P was up 1.5%, guys. So now we're looking at the futures going into tomorrow, and they're slightly down, guys, but nothing significant. The S&P is down negative 0.17%, NASDAQ is down negative 0.24%, and the Dow is down negative 0.12%. So I just want to let you know why these are probably down slightly, and that's because tomorrow we're expecting the jobs report. And if you listen to Powell speak lately, his goal is to be cutting some jobs. So I would expect that unemployment is slightly up. And if it is, then in my opinion, it actually means that it's a good thing, even though it's really sad for the people that don't have jobs right now. But as far as the market goes, you want to see that unemployment is slightly higher, in my opinion, because that would mean that it's in line with the Fed and that what they're doing is working, because that is their goal. So just be prepared. Those numbers are coming out tomorrow and it could reflect how things trade. Now, there's a few stocks that I'm going to give you to keep in mind for tomorrow, and that's based on what I've seen today. So before I begin with those, I am going to quickly show you what is trending. So guys, what I like to look at every night is what's trending on StockTwits. I look at all three lists, the trending, the most active, and the watchers. And then I like to see if there's any in common between the lists and if they correlate with my own personal watch list, because I always am looking for things throughout the day to create my own watch list for the next day. But anyways, on the trending, we see Shiba Inu, Twitter, Upstart, GME, Affirm, AMC, LKNCY, which is Lucan Coffee, Levi, Costco, ISIG, which is Insignia Systems. So guys, just a heads up as far as Upstart goes, while I have it fresh in my mind, be very careful. That could be a possible short tomorrow, because they did give preliminary data on their second quarter, and you will notice that it's a loss. And the reason for that is because of all of those loans that they take on, they usually are able to sell. But with the interest rates rising, unfortunately, they're stuck holding on to them until they can get better deals as far as with the banks that they sell them to. So unfortunately, their books are going to look pretty bad for this week. But it is what it is. Just consider that as a potential short for tomorrow if you short sell. All right, now let's take a look at the most active. Okay guys, so the second list I look at is the most active, which you'll see we have the SPY, AMC, GME, EVFM, Bitcoin, Tesla, Mullen, BBIG, QQQ, and Bed Bath & Beyond. Now, number 10, Bed Bath & Beyond, should be on everybody's watch list because it had a wild day today and was up 19.13%, guys, which is very significant. And it is definitely a squeeze play, so keep an eye on that for tomorrow. Of course, BBIG and Mullen are always on my list. BBIG is due for a run along with Tide, guys, so I am keeping a close eye on that. Now, interestingly enough, Mullen and BBIG have both been trading in algorithmic barcoding type patterns, and they've been very difficult to break out. But today they did make those attempts and were able to get slightly higher, both of them, with Mullen ending the day up 3.97% and BBIG ending the day up 7.05%, guys. So I am going to have my eye on both of those as always tomorrow, as well as Tide. Guys, there is something very fishy going on, and I wouldn't be surprised if all three of these have a short squeeze or hype play at some point soon. Next is EVFM, which also had a very interesting day today. You may have noticed that it was, if you follow, having a great day, breaking out past that 150 breakout that I've been hoping for. And at the end of the day, out of nowhere, it had a sell-off. Now, I am not quite sure why that occurred and if there's an option chain or not on that stock, but I am curious to find that out. And we'll have to take a look at that tomorrow because I am curious as to what caused it to sell off because I didn't see anything in the news, guys. And in fact, they had a new patent that was released. So it's very, very strange to me. And that was the only thing that came to mind. Now that brings another ticker to mind that is not on this list, but had something similar happen that you should all have on your watch list for the next coming weeks, especially if we make that rotation into IT and biotech, as I think we are. And that would be AI, which is C3AI, guys. Great stock that has been severely beaten down. It was up today, and again, it got knocked down at the end of the day in a massive short ladder attack. So definitely keep an eye on that. GameStop is another one that had a very interesting day today. It was up significantly on the day and well over where it ended. It ended up 9.45% up, guys. However, at the end of day, all of a sudden a note comes out from Fidelity saying that there's having massive layoffs at GME, and the stock does a massive sell-off from like 135 down to around 120, bounces back up. I think it ended somewhere around 120, 127.54 was the end of day, guys. So it should be interesting, but keep an eye on that for tomorrow as well. I suspect it to continue higher, as I expect all of those alleged naked shorts that are out there are going to want to try to get as many shares as they possibly can to close out that position before the dividend stock split, occurs. So that's definitely one to keep an eye on, as well as AMC, who finally broke out of their channel and had a wonderful day, ending the day up 12.22% as well, guys. AMC was slightly down in the after hours, but definitely one to keep an eye on for tomorrow. I think it's going to continue its way up. Now, if you follow me on Twitter, you are well aware that I have been calling out Novavax, NVAX, for the last 2 weeks, guys, and I am extremely bullish on this play because COVID has been all over the news lately. So Novavax, Moderna, Pfizer are all ones you can take a look at, as well as any other plays that you might have done last year related to COVID. But the reason I like Novavax in particular is because they were just giving EU authorization, I am just exhausted, EU authorization over in Europe for the children's med, so the children can have it. Now, that is very bullish, and They're also awaiting FDA approval in the US. So I am bullish because I think that they're going to receive that. And the fact that the kids can be given the Nova vaccine is just fabulous news for Novavax. And I think it's going to continue up, guys. It was up significantly today. I mean, my God, my calls were printing and I was so happy. And I really debated at the end of the day thinking that it needs to cool off a bit. And I know it's Friday and I know that the max pain is far lower than where it's at. But I couldn't bring myself to sell them in the hopes that we would get news either end of day or pre-market tomorrow that they got FDA approval, which still could come, so fingers crossed. But I didn't sell, so I held on to them, but I will be watching it closely tomorrow. All right, guys, you should also be paying attention tomorrow to, actually, let me bring up the last list because I think some of them might be on it, so hang on a sec. Okay, guys, so these are the watchers. That means that people have put these symbols on their watch list. Bed Bath & Beyond, again, is number one. USEA, which, guys, if you follow me on Twitter, you know that I called this out this morning as what the heck is going on with this. And for anybody who's in BBIG and the Tide spinoff, I suggest you take a look at USEA because they had a spinoff from Ship, from my understanding. And it caused this to run. Now, this is exactly what Tide should have done because of the low float in it, guys. It's absolutely crazy that we're not doing the same thing, and it leads me to believe that there's something bigger going on that we are just not completely aware of yet. But check that out because it's very interesting, and who knows how long it could have this leg. There's only 1.5 million shares in USEA from my understanding. Again, I haven't done significant DD on it, and I did not jump into it because it was already running substantially, and I was not chasing. But definitely one to keep your eye on for sure. GameStop, again, is on this list. AMD and NVIDIA. Guys, you know what's not on this list is Intel. Interesting. I don't know why they always leave that out, but guys, Intel has had a great couple of days too, and that's the one that's on my watch list because it tends to run with these two tickers as well. So keep that one on your list. Grove had an amazing day, guys. It was up 78.14%. That was another one that was going nonstop. Will it run again tomorrow or will it present a good short opportunity? I don't know, but something you may want to take a look at. And then again, Amazon is on there, up 1.25%. Guys, you know, they did that dividend, they did that split, and I don't know. I think that there's a lot of room to run in Amazon and in Shop, and Shop was running today. So keep both of those as ideas in the back of your mind. SimpQ, I have no idea what that is, guys. Tide, of course, I already said that in the last one, and SPY. So some of these are repeats, which I like to see because it gives me an idea of where they're heading. Now, some they did not mention that I will say is ISPO, guys. ISPO, I definitely think has a big run coming in it. Take a look at my tweet if you haven't seen it already. I discuss how it had a run to $180 and then dumped all the way under $5 and now is in that $5.50 range, guys. So I am keeping my eye on that as a potential, as well as Weber, which I did a video on yesterday, which was slightly up today. I shouldn't say slightly. I think it was actually up decent. Let me see where it ended the day. It was up 5.91%, ended the day at 788. But guys, I believe that Weber has a long way up to go. Like, it could go further than the last high of like $11 or $12 from a few weeks ago. Anyways, that's in the back of my mind for a play, so keep that in mind. As well as, I think I said Novavax, but I lost my video. If not, definitely keep Novavax on your list, guys. Let's see, what else? I'm not sure, but I think I gave you plenty for now. And of course, I'll always be tweeting things out as I see them. There are a few things, if you go back on my Twitter and look at that I was tweeting about today, that one of them, I can't think of the ticker, but it has a run, guys, that it should make all the way up to $5. That has been jumping around. So you'll see it. I said something about it's free and clear up to $5 now. I'm sorry. I am just fried and my migraine is throbbing. So I'm going to have to end this. But guys, thank you so much for watching. And I'm bullish that we're going to continue this move up for a while. Now, I am not saying that we are done with seeing the lows, because that I am not sure of yet at this point. And I wouldn't be surprised if we did hit lower lows, not to say immediately, but I mean within the next few months. But for now, I think we are going to enter a bull run for a short time anyways, which may continue. Who knows? It's hard to say. I don't want to sound bearish, because I'm certainly not. I am a bull. But take the opportunity when it comes. Just be careful and always remember to take profits, guys. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and have a great night.